right, welcome everybody to another episode of the Channel 135 podcast. This is the show we talk about our favorite things in life, movies, TV series, and pop culture. I'm your host, Cams. We are here, part of the WesWes network. You can follow us on all our socials, the Channel 135 on Instagram, on the WesWes TV and Movies Instagram, WesWes TV and Movies TikTok, and WesWes TV and Movies Facebook group page. Also, click, like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, the WesWes Movies and TV YouTube channel. And like I said, we're part of the WesWes network. Check out our website, weswesnet.com. Check out all our podcasts on there. The links to all our podcasts are on there, and articles as well. Yeah, man, I'm here with the brothers. I'm here with those all straight out of the Empty Out the Clip podcast. This is our opinions, current events podcast from a Polynesian perspective. Leti Smith, what's up, bro?
What's up, Moso? How are you? Mr. Kens.
Good, man. Oh, good. Happy that you're here to talk about, man, one of your favorite shows on at the moment, man. So glad to have you here to talk about that.
Yeah, man.
And also over here, haven't seen you in a while at Empty Out the Clip. When are you gonna jump on, Eric?
Yeah, it's been ages, eh? It's been years.
But man, good to have you on too, Eric. Yeah, man, we are here to talk about season 3, episode 4 of Tulsa King, starring Sylvester Stallone. The title of the episode is called "Staring Down the Barrel," and we are here to break down, react, and review that episode of the series that dropped on last Sunday. And since you're new here to Tulsa King pod, Eric, man, you've just caught up recently, eh? Like, this is a show. You've been watching. You watched season 1 and 2. I just want to get your thoughts on Tulsa King. How it's going for you, bro?
I think it, like, when the first season I watched it, I thought it was a bit of a butz, but I'm starting to like it, eh? I especially like the second season because it was way better than the first. But this season's even looking even better. But it was funny because my initial thoughts of it when I first watched it, I was like, hey, how does this guy roll up and then just start making these businesses? Like, within the day that he arrives. Doesn't even think about it. He just, first time in the taxi, looks around. There's first stop, and then he sees this weed place. He's like surprised that there's a weed place there, like, because it's legal in Tulsa, but they have no security. So what does he do? He makes himself the security guy and gets 15 or 20% of their earnings straight off the bat. I was like, hey, I get far out. This guy's crack up, man. So I'm really liking where the story's going with this part. But once again, the White has got himself another business plan. So, and it's kind of cool because I kind of like the whiskey. I drink whiskey and stuff, and it's kind of interesting how it's like a 50-year-old whiskey and that. And so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm enjoying this season. It's looking good. I watched when I heard you guys were doing a podcast about it. I think I watched all because I didn't realize it already came out. So I think the 3 episodes were already there. So yeah, one after another, and I'm liking it. It's good. It's really good.
Yeah, man. I think I had the same thoughts as you, man. Like for me, I talked about it last episode. I was real excited for Tulsa King before it came out, season 1. And when I watched season 1, I was kind of like, oh yeah, this is okay, not what I expected. But you're right, man. Every season and up till now, it's been better and better, eh? So it's good when that's a good sign for a series that you can look at other series that come in the past. Like it starts off like a bit flat, and the danger of that is that you'll lose interest and not continue to watch.
Yeah.
So but you gotta like go through those hard times, I guess. Go through the try and get through that, and then you get to the better storylines afterwards. Just like Ozarks. Ozarks is the same. Ozarks
yes.
It's 3 seasons. Season 1 was going, oh, it's alright. It's not didn't what I expect, but it gets better and better. And season 2 is really good. Season 3 is awesome. So yeah, good. I guess when a series does that, it's in danger of losing audiences in the first round. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that we stuck around for Tulsa King, and I think it's because of Sylvester Stallone. I think like we're so ingrained with Sylvester Stallone, even as as kids watching him in Rambo or his action movies, Tango and Cash, and all that kind of stuff. Hey, like Rocky, we practically grew up with him. He's been there, our action hero since we were kids. Him, Arnold, Van Damme, for Van Damme in there too. So when these guys show up nowadays, when we're older, we're adults, right? We have kids. We try to get our kids to, man, we used to watch this guy when we were young, when your age. Our kids would be like, oh, Stank. It's different, But for us, man, we got a little, it brings back memories, especially especially for a guy like Sylvester Stallone, because if you compare him to all the other action heroes we had back in the days, he was like the better actor out of all of them. He was. I was talking about acting skills, like acting.
Yeah,
drama,
he was actually
like in drama. Like if you compare him to Arnold, Arnold's got no chance. Acting chops. Like Van Damme, acting chops, no way. It's Sylvester Stallone, man, and his acting, because he's old, and man, you don't realize how old Sylvester is until you see him in Tulsa King. Like especially this last episode that we're gonna talk about. Like, man, he is old, man. He's an old man. And I'm thinking, damn, wow, like, I just can't picture it, But, hey, I think that's the way it goes. But, yeah, it's just when you see it, Eric, about, how you like this episode, how you like this, how you liking Tulsa King from season 1, season 3. I think, I talked about it's the danger of losing interest of the story, but I think it's because of Sylvester Stallone. I think because of him, he's in there, keeps us there. Do you agree with that, Alex?
Yeah, like I think if there was another actor, and because you sort of watched, you were hoping for the best. Whereas if it was another actor, you'd be like, you wouldn't care. But because it's Sylvester Stallone, it's like, well, hang in there, there's a bit of hope. Yeah, but no, I reckon it's true, bro. That comment, you're more engaged because it's him, and especially the storyline too. Like I think he plays the storyline really well, especially considering that he was away for 25 years, and he's just trying to reap what was owed to him. So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and that being Italian as well, so it makes sense. He plays a gangster. He's played a gangster before in other films. I remember him being he portrayed Frank Nitty on the Capone. Came out ages ago in the 70s. Yep. Of course, he was the Italian stallion on Rocky. So yeah, it makes sense for him to come back and as an old man now, like play a character like that. Play a organized crime, a boss or something like that. Man, so it's a good series and good casting too.
Yeah,
because you're right. It could have been anyone. It could have been anyone, and it probably would have hit different if it was someone else. Good call there.
The casting's getting like bigger now, almost. Like there's more famous actors that we know getting added to the cast. So I was like, wow. That's mean.
All right, boys, we are here to talk about that episode. Now we are going to break it down. And before we do that, I'm going to give everyone here the spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen the latest episode of the Tulsa King, I suggest you stop this podcast right now. Go back and watch it. Come back and listen to us break it down. We are about to do the Channel 135 recap.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
All right, episode 4, Staring Down the Barrel, directed by Kevin Dowling, written by Taylor Straits. Dwight meets the team and develops next steps for dealing with Cole's theft of the 50-year-old. Tyson knows that he has to be the one to fix it. Bebelwaka arrives to the news that the 50 has been stolen and ends up killing the first lead, the truck driver who helped move the stolen goods without getting any further information. Margaret and Fisher meet. Margaret assesses prospects and negatively, but agrees to help him win the governor's election if he agrees to sell his share of the ranch back at a steep discount. Bodhi and Grace develop an online marketing strategy based on the AI-generated fake person. Musso tries to deter Dwight from a war with Dunmire. Tyson and Mark discover that Serenity is part of the fifth conspiracy, which Tyson relates to Dwight. Before they follow her to Cole's hiding place for the stolen 50 with Dwight and the crew meets them. They take Cole hostage and propose a swap, which Dunmire eventually accepts, and Dwight's crew drives away with the recovered stolen bourbon. Bevluakwa receives a call from Ray, the New York boss who now has been tipped off about Dwight's bourbon operation in Tulsa, offering him assistance in the event of any unspecified future difficulties. That was your Channel 135 episode recap. All right, I'll start with you, Let's, man. How'd you find this episode? First thoughts.
A lot to explain within the episode, eh? I mean, Tyson trying to redeem himself, and even the crew sort of understanding like the importance of like when the general says lay low, literally means lay low, because this is the consequences of them not listening, and he was only a day for away, you know. I mean, they obviously got their own shit going on in their own minds about how they feel like doing business, like Brady doing business with some, you know, the crew that literally took out his best mate, and then them probably trying to think like what's good for business. They've explained to each other like the way the high rank works is the person who cooks up the most money should be the next in line, apart from the general. But even the Joanne's calling the shots, but it's also a good explanation of how that the Fed is obviously doing shit on the sly as well. So that's interesting. But yeah, I just want to know how that story ends, because obviously now Dwight's gone out and paid him a visit, you know, and he's obviously explained on the ride what he thinks needs to happen to this guy. But it's like whether he's gonna it's almost like, is he gonna set up the guys from KC to take the fall for his shit, you know, because he's obviously cut them in. Yeah, but like, yeah, bro, it's unpredictable, like, but it is cool, like how you sort of see it unfold. Like I thought when Tyson was trying to redeem himself by trying to find the location of the barrels, it's like, fuck yeah, he really redeemed himself. But at the same time, you know, I'm sure the Dwight's gonna tell him, bro, when I say lay low, that literally means like fucking pretend like you don't exist. So I'm wondering if his lesson gets taught further down the episodes for not listening. And I reckon it might pay now that Ray's obviously got KC by the balls. So that was probably the best, the turn of the episode, man, is when he got that call, eh?
Is that Bill?
Yeah, when he got that call while he was driving, like, fuck, like.
He didn't even have to say much, eh? It was just like a phone call.
Yeah.
I just thought I'll give you a call. And that was it. That's pretty much what he said.
Yeah.
And then
Well, he sort
things
of
like, oh, yep, I understand.
Wait, nah, he sort of had to remind him. Oh man, I used to do work with your grandfather back in the day.
Yeah,
You made a lot of
yeah.
money.
Is that they
And
forget, eh?
good things.
Yeah.
I hear good
That's
things
it. Like
from
you can earn the territory, but there's always the person above you, eh?
Yeah, you
And
gotta
like,
pay.
yeah, like you got to kick up, man. It's like, but that's what I mean. Like I spoke about on the last episode, the percentages, eh? If you get your percentages wrong, like whatever he's cutting with the weight, fuck, he could literally just earn nothing, man. Because fucking,
Yeah.
if they find out the percentage of what he's being cut and what he's cooking up, fuck, he might be doing it for fucking nothing. So that's why I was like, the White's smart like that. If he's throwing out the numbers, like he started at 15, now it's at 7, and he hasn't even given them an answer yet. So now that they've got the drums back, and now Ray's giving them a call, fuck it might be all for nothing, you know. And
Yeah,
it was just a bit of muscle and support.
Did he give a number to Bill about what percent he's taking from the... No, he didn't know for the whiskey, eh?
Yeah, it was 7.
Oh, 7%.
It was 7, yeah.
Yeah, because it did start at 15, eh? That's the same amount he gave him for the weed. Isn't it? I was like, shit, man, he keeps it low, under 20, eh? Oh, man.
Because it's still a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about millions of
Mm.
dollars, so 7% is heaps. Yeah.
Hardo. I get those numbers now because it's funny dealing with the council and all these percentages. And I'm like, man, if it's like only like 5% of us, you know, even if it's $1 million, that's a lot. I
Yeah.
was like, damn. So yeah, I'm starting to see those numbers in the shows out of it. Fuzzy.
Yeah, that's an interesting point you put there. That's about Tyson, because you know what we really wanted to know this episode was: is he going to learn his lesson? Is he going to get told off, and is he going to learn his lesson?
35 minutes in and we knew straight away, eh?
Especially, yeah. What's the girl's name?
Fuck, what an idiot, eh?
Serenity.
Wow. Oh yeah, that's one.
Man, I was thinking that maybe she was in on it. You fell for the biggest trick in the book, eh?
Bro, you just got slammed.
Because I was wondering,
already known,
how easy it was that girl just come and grab me and go in the back.
Yeah.
It could have been any girl.
Yeah.
But he should know, though. Like, if Dunmire's got that much power with the police, the judges, and of course he's gonna have all the strip clubs that are gonna belong to him. Like, that's all. Just like he literally just walked into the trap, man.
Man, especially with a guy like Cole, eh? Fuck, that guy's crazy.
I come to you, Eric. How did you? What was your first thoughts of this episode?
Yeah, it was good, eh? It's surprising too. I actually thought it was going to be more of a bloodbath. Like, I was expecting a lot of people to die in this episode just because Dwight was trying to get the barrels of whiskey back. But the exchange at the end it told us otherwise. Like, these guys are actually civilized, especially Dunmire. I actually expected him to go all out, guns blazing, but he kind of nah. I think I'll fight my battle another day. Let go of the whiskey for today and might get it back probably next week, kind of styles. So I was like, oh shit, okay. The other surprising parts were Margaret wanting to get into the politics with Carl, Mr. Blonde-haired, blue-eyed dude, trying to help him with his campaign, being the mayor. I think in hopes of getting her ranch, because she wants ownership over her ranch, like 100% ownership over her ranch. I think he owns a percentage, and I also think she's doing it for Dwight as well. Like, help Dwight get a mayor, in his pocket. I think that's gonna play a role down the track somewhere too. I think it's gonna help him with his little problem with the guys in New York, maybe. And also, I think it's going to help him with his little FBI problem, which I think his little FBI agent is doing shit on the side. I don't think he's I think he's still FBI, but I think he's doing things off the book. Eh? I don't think he's got his own agenda. It's kind of like and I think the White saw it in their little road trip. So it's like, nah, I think this guy's all shit, bro. So yeah, no.
I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah,
he's got no backing of his bosses. The FBI doesn't even know this is happening.
No, what's going on?
This guy's been a cowboy on his own. Fuck, I'm in the clear.
Yeah. So
this guy's all eats.
Yeah, and how Dwight was thinking, with that guy that I want to kill this dude, and the by agents like, oh no, don't I don't know what the dude is up to, but I know Dwight's going to use that to his advantage soon. It won't be long. He'll start pushing the buttons the other way.
Because the other clue is when the FBI agent rings him up, he's always alone.
Yeah.
He's always in the stairwell. He's always in a room with no one there. Like, he's not in the office.
Usually when this
he's
guy's
outside
wrong,
by himself.
Yeah.
Hey, every time he calls Dwight, he's by himself somewhere.
Yeah, usually agents.
He's doing it secretly. I think no one knows what he's doing.
Yeah. He's just doing his own shit.
But even when you make that point, like him doing, how we've seen it, okay, it's obviously a fid, and he's obviously calling from isolated places, but at no point is there a team on the phone call locating him. But then you're wondering but how does he know all the stuff that's happening with the White? How do you know about the bootlegging or the drums and stuff and how he was going into that business fighting with Dunmire? It makes that's the stuff that we're not told, because we're just what the hell? Yeah. And he's doing it off the book, so it's crazy.
Yeah, so there's something up there. But I like that conversation with Margaret and Carl. That was probably my big massive thing in that whole episode. It was pretty cool. She kind of stood up and held her own, cracking up at Carl bro, nobody likes you.
I'm funny, eh?
Okay, no,
I'm
you're
funny,
not. No, let me help you. Let me help you. We'll get this campaign going, and then we'll see what happens. And you become the mayor of the state, and then get my ranch back. I was like, yeah. Nah, I enjoyed it.
For me, I was actually 50-50 on this episode, eh? And this was the first time this whole season 3, I was 50-50 and it came with this episode. Episode 1 and 2 and 3 were awesome. building
Yeah.
up, building up, building up. Last episode, built up when they stole the 50 and beat up Tyson. I was like, man, we're on now. We are on. Next episode is gonna
Yes.
be, like you said, Eric, full on war. Like, and next minute, this episode sort of deflated all that. But I was gonna give this episode the worst episode of the whole season because of how easy it was to get the 50 back. And how it didn't really do anything in the end of the episode. It was like we got the 50 back, and then next minute it's a new threat when Ray rings up Billy in the car. So there's a new threat now. So what happened? Like this build up last episode and sort of went flat with what happened. But then you made a good point, Eric, when you talked about how you can now see what Dunmire is all about. He's not his typical adversary we've had in the past, right? He's like you said, he's civilized. He doesn't come out guns blazing. He lives to fight another day. So he's playing chess, not checkers, same as Dwight. Dwight plays chess, not checkers. Dunmire as well plays chess, not checkers too. So now we see Dunmire's on the level with Dwight. I feel. Because they're not going in guns blazing. Dwight, he chooses when to go guns blazing right at the end, right when he's got the the guys he's after, he's got them backs against the wall. That's when he go in guns blazing, right? So it was a good episode to show how conniving or how sneaky or how cunning Dunmire is. Like, man, you don't see him ever get angry at all. Up until we haven't seen him yet, right? He's calm when he does his stuff. He gets his boys to kill the old man in season 1. He walks into Dwight's bar, talks to him, says his thing, and walks out. He's calm, quiet. Yeah. He's just waiting, biding his time. And there was that scene where his son Cole, he walks into his office, and Dunmire's he's cleaning his gun or doing something with the gun on his desk. And Cole's excited because he got the 50 back, and he wants to tell his dad, "Yeah, man, come, we'll go celebrate. We'll go get the 50. Have a look." And Dunmire's going, "Oh yeah, nah, I'll come after." Like he's just relaxed, So and Cole's like, "Hey, like I did it for you, Dad." But I think that's what Dunmire is sneaky, man. Like you never know what he's up to, and it looks like he's just biding his time. He's waiting for the right moment to attack, right? And that's sort of the same thing that Dwight does. Well, we've seen Dwight do that season 1, season 2.
Yeah.
And now, I think why they did this episode, why I felt like it went flat is because there was no war. There was getting the 50 back was too easy in my mind. It was way too easy. Way too easy. But look what happened. See, Dunmire was going to kill his own son. Let them kill his son.
Right? He was relaxed.
He was relaxed about that. So, fuck, this guy's like evil as. Like, he's evil. Like, this is a guy, this is an adversary that Dwight hasn't met before. And I think Dwight's slowly realizing, man, this guy is different, man. He's not like, he's not the Bucky guys at the beginning. He's not the Asian guys last season. This guy's built different, man. And he looks like he's on my level. We're both playing chess, not checkers. And that line comes up again. I think that line comes up in the episode now, so in other episodes too. So yeah, I thought that the whole episode fell flat because of the build up, but it was necessary because we get to see what Dunmire is really all about. Right? We see that, man, we've got to be careful around this guy because I never know what he's gonna do. Like he's always the quiet ones, So yeah,
I think.
Yep. Okay.
I think Dunmire was expecting them to take when the son told him that he took the whiskey. I'm sure he already suspected that Dwight was going to come back if he knew what Dwight was all about. I knew he knew he was going to take the whiskey back some way. So I think that's what he wasn't in the rush to. Oh yeah, whatever, son.
Yeah.
Whatever, you got the whiskey back. Yay. I was like, oh.
I think what Dunmire showed in this whole this episode alone, like the bigger message is like if you hold status like him, and just like Dwight, apart from Dwight knowing, like sharing that we're all family. It doesn't matter if someone does something to you; they've done something to me. That's how Dwight has sort of portrayed himself as a character and how he cares for his kin and his friends. Whereas Dunmire is like, nah, you don't rely on anyone. You can't trust anyone. His only belief is believing in the Lord and Jesus and stuff, right? Because he was willing to sacrifice his son. Because it's like, fuck, he's the type of kid to fuck things up, and it's the simplest things. He's done it 2 or 3 times, so he's not disappointed. It's like, don't put the expectation, you won't be fucking upset about it. And that's how he was when he walked in. He was cleaning his gun. And he was like, "Oh, her dad," and he wanted him to try the first jump. And you see, even when he had the first sip of beer, it was like, you knew straight away he's not gonna give him fucking his flowers. He's gonna be like, "Thank you, Lord." That's straight crack up. But that's the sort of mentality you need, to be like to be the don, man. It's like you gotta be comfort, man. I think the people that worry about their family and friends and that are the ones who get hurt because they know they'll go after your family. Yeah, you go to war, they're gonna come after your kids. He's like, fuck, I don't care. Take him. Fuck.
Okay, what?
It's not by his luck that I've got all of this stuff, So that's why
that's a ruthless. That's a ruthless mentality. Yeah. That's ruthless mentality.
That scene with the whiskey when they tin the barrel and then Dunmire gets his shot and the son's like standing right next to him like, yeah, okay, Dad, we have a drink together. And then it's like, oh, like just rubbing his glass. I was cracking up at that. I was like, oh man, there's no respect for like Dunmire doesn't give a shit. Like,
but even that scene when Cole turns up to the office and the dad Dunmire's cleaning his gun, he goes, his dad like sort of put him down there, like said, "Man, you hired those idiots because you hired those idiots." Because don't worry, Dad, I got 3 guys at the the railway watching over the 50.
Shit, suddenly your internet's bad. Yeah.
It's just buffering.
So that's how I felt about this episode. But man, some interesting things happened at the end there with the phone call. So another layer added to the whole shebang now. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what plays out with New York's involvement. Is New York gonna turn Billy against the crew?
Yeah, I think
we'll see what happens. But
I think Ray.
We'll go into some
I think
favorite scenes. So one of the questions I had coming into the episode was, is Tyson going to be taught a lesson? Is Tyson going to have to front up with his mistake? And what is Dwight going to tell him? What is the other crew going to look to him about? And we sort of get there, and I was sort of still pissed off at Tyson because he was like trying to give excuses. And he was still like defending his decision, which I found kind of like a cop out. But yeah,
it was funny when he finally realized that his so-called gingy was Cole's gingy, and he's like, "Oh shit, she played me." But I like the conversation with the dad, with Tyson and his dad, and then the dad lets in the brief thing of his past, like that he used to be a G. So I was like, oh, okay. So that's why he's like always pushing his son, be a man, get a job, earn some money like a real dude, instead of going out and gunslinging for. But it's weird because, Tyson's dad's kind of warming up to Dwight a little. I think in this episode, there was this that part where they're all standing in the line, observing where the whiskey's coming. They found the barrels, and they're all standing there, and then we need it. It's jumping back off. Wait for him to come back.
Am I back?
Yeah, you look better. Start talking.
Yo, am I back?
Yeah, you're back. Yeah, I was talking about the scene where they're looking at the barrels of whiskey, and I forgot. The father says something, but I forgot what it was. And then the wife's like, "Oh yeah, you gotta, listen to your dad," kind of thing. So I was like, "Oh shit," because usually if I remember in the earlier seasons with Tyson's dad, he was just like, "Nah, get away from Dwight. He's bad news." Like blah blah blah. But it's like the dad's kind of like, oh, "Okay, no, this guy, Dwight's all right now," kind of thing. But he's still keeping his distance. But I think him telling his son about his past. I don't know if the past is gonna pop out in the season name. Like the dad's gonna start, gunslinging worse than the son. I don't know, but he was just mentioning that he used to be like his son, what his son is right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think Tyson having that little conversation, then finding out that the girl, tricked him. I think he feels like shit. Nah, he got scammed. So I think in the way he did learn his lesson, but the way he dresses up in this season, bro. I liked him in the other seasons. He looks like an idiot in this season. And that bloody sparkly car that he's driving around in too, bro. Like, what the hell? Get back to the taxi cab, bro.
If I was Brady, I'd have him clipped there.
Oh man.
Think about it, man. All that money, all because he felt he made himself vulnerable to that chick, and
Yeah.
it was all gone,
Well,
And
Brody
he
should
almost died from it.
Brody should do the same thing he did what he's doing to the other guy.
Yeah.
The little Bill's henchman.
Mm.
You know how he's like fucking around with his life through the online stuff. Should do the same thing to Tyson, man. Teach him a lesson.
I think with Tyson's old man, like the moment I think he got a little bit more respect for Dwight was when Dwight called him to talk to his son. Hey, that's why when Tyson meets his dad, that he was kind of annoyed because it was Dwight that called him because dad to come talk to him. So he was annoyed at that part. But then, as a dad, you'll appreciate that.
No.
When he said, "I appreciate Dwight," I appreciate Dwight calling me because he's worried about you. I'm worried about you too. So if he can't talk sense into you, then of course he's gonna ring me to try to talk some sense into you because you're my son and all that.
I would have thought that dad would have been more defensive, like, don't call me, it's my son. But no, he's kind of like this season is a bit easier going with Dwight, so that's different for that. I mean, that character's kind of changed a little for me.
But the moment I knew Tyson learned his lesson was when him and his dad found out where the 50 was, and they were just on that hill looking in the binoculars.
Yeah.
And the dad was like, "Oh, yeah, I got some steel pipes in the boot. We'll go down." But then it was Tyson that said, "Now we'll wait for the cavalry to arrive." That decision right there, I think, redeemed himself. Because he didn't go in guns blazing like he did last episode. Let's wait for the cavalry to arrive. And the dad goes, "Speak of the devil, they're here." Then they came. So, he did good. And Dwight told him too, just tell me where they are, and we'll come there. So he didn't make a move until the rest of the gang came. So I think at that moment, that's when I thought that Tyson redeemed himself. But he was a bitch, man, complaining at the beginning of that episode. Like, he's still trying to defend himself, eh? So
yeah, he needed a slap in the head.
Yeah. How about you? Did you feel like Tyson learned his lesson?
I don't think he gets it, eh? Like, that's why I said, man, Brady should just have that guy clipped. Less money to share. But no, I think, the more I watch him run his mouth, the more I want to jump on the screen and clip him myself. Even starting from I think even season 2 when he didn't notice the car following him, right? If you're the driver, he watched the bodyguard, right? Kevin Costner shows the driver how to check for bombs, how to make sure you're not being tailgated, know the emergency plan if anything goes down. But this guy, bro, he's just fucking paying too much attention. He's like he's grabbing so much attention that's it's not hard to miss, And if going off season 2 was anything to go by, it's fucking. He should have got rid of him already, He should have just given him some money. He said, "Bro, be on your way because he's going to be a liability," and it showed in this season as well, straight off the bat. Man, call off his pants down, But nah, I don't think he's gonna. He should actually lose his life in this season, and it would be sad.
I think. That's probably that'll be a mean plot too if they have to clip him. Man, that'd be out of it.
John Wick. His dad gets John Wick back into his old ways.
Like, fuck you, the whites. That'll be
Well, there's a big difference in personalities. Look at his truck he drives, Tyson's truck, and look at Dwight's truck. Big difference there.
Just gotta calm down, man. I was like, man, what the hell is that? Like what he said, he's like, what are we driving in? And Tyson's just seen Birdie about his little green what was it combustible friendly whatever.
The hybrid
electrical car. A hybrid car. And it's like fires, but man, that shiny thing you're driving around and shit.
Hmm.
What an Elon Musk guy. Crackle.
What's going on with some other characters? So, who's the guy with the cowboy hat that's running for governor?
Yeah,
Fresher.
the wannabe bad guy from last season.
Yeah.
They got their chickened out. Alright, he's funny, that character.
So Dwight's his girlfriend. What's her name?
Margaret.
Margaret. Yeah. So she's rich, eh? She's got some friends in high places, eh? Too, eh?
Yeah, she's friendly. It looks like she's quite friendly with all the, the politicians, the people of the town of Tulsa. Like, she looks like she's originally from there, like Dunmire and that. So she's part of that crowd, that crowd.
Mm.
And he's gonna try and help this guy Cal with his campaign, but that man's, like she was saying, nobody likes you, bro.
Yeah, and that's
cracking up.
and that's probably the problem Dwight has, eh? Because Dwight's the new businessman in town, and he needs some political connections. So he's hoping that Fresher can get in, and he have someone on the inside, eh? In those high places where he can do his influence. I think when that happens, then he's gonna be a big time player in Tulsa, right? As soon as that happens. So he's slowly building up. He's building up his businesses already. Now he's going to build up his political connections.
Yeah.
And then when that happens, he'll be one of those guys, eh? Like he's starting to be a Dunmire. He's at the beginning of pathway to be a Dunmire. At the end of it, I guess. Legacy. Because that's
I would even say
the
he'll be
goals
like
they have. They both want
New York.
a legacy. They don't care about money. Well, Dunmire doesn't care about money, eh? He just cares about his legacy. And I think Dwight too. Because business is business.
Yeah, it looks like
you
it,
make
eh?
money, you lose money. It's the same sort of thing. It's how you want to leave this earth and what you want to leave behind. So, what do you guys think about the other scene was the AI scene, and they made the ad for the 50-year-old. So, who's the guy? Who's the computer guy? Who's the guy that's on the
Brody?
It's Brody. So he's made friends again with the hitman guy, Bill's hitman dude. Like
I know he's still fucking around with his life. Like even like the guy even gets a phone call. I think within that conversation, like towards the end, and they're like explaining this and that, and then he's like explaining, man, get these weird phone calls and shit about boats that I haven't bought anything. We go, what the hell's going on? And Brody's like cracking up laughing, and the girl's like, hey, you should stop doing that. I think he's learning his lesson. They're like, nah, I want to carry on. Like, fuck that guy. He killed my friend. But I was like, yeah, when I realized what he did, I remember I liked that character, the guy that he killed. I was like, oh man, that sucked. Should have killed Tyson.
Another character we haven't seen in a while is Armand, and his name pops up again. His wife came in looking for him last episode. In this episode, it was Billy. He asked Dwight if he's worried about Armand being a rat.
Yeah, because he knows a lot of shit, eh? I think he was accused of being a rat last time, wasn't it? Like in season 1. So
he was an informant. That's how Dwight knew who he was when he was working on Margaret's estate. He saw him straight away, and he's like, when she introduced him as the help as something else, that's why he was like, so how long have you been undercover? Like, you know, he's, I don't know what you're talking about, sir. And he goes, shh, and he said his name, and he's, that's why he tried to come up with that money, give him that money when he borrowed the money from the guy running for mayor.
Yeah, but the wife didn't even front the way either way. She just like, you know, because she knew who he was. But Ahmad, he was like trying to play it cool.
You know that happened in season 1, eh? When he saw Ahmad at the thing. You know what that episode reminded me of? It reminded me of the Sopranos episode when Tony takes Meadow to look for
a
college, eh? Those college tours, and they go up north.
Saw that guy,
he sees a rat,
gas station. Yeah,
he sees a rat, and he goes and rings this guy is down back at New Jersey to ask him. I think I saw the guy, like, and it was he.
Yeah, it
Wow.
was far out. What were the
Hello,
chances of
hello,
that?
rat.
Man, even the rat knew. The rat knew, like, knew straight
Yeah,
off. Shit,
yeah.
that's Tony.
And
It's Tony Soprano.
he came with a gun there to kill Tony. Eh? But
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, that was out of it scene.
But the why I cracked up at that episode was when it was Tony always left Meadow at the house or left her at the college to go sort out that rat dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Any other thoughts on this episode? Because let's talk about that last scene. So what? I'll come to you, Let's. What do you think is going to happen with the whole Billy and Ray situation? Because who's the other guy that went to see Ray and told Ray about what Dwight's up to?
Oh,
Because
that's
he's that crew's sort of taking a back step
Vince.
now.
He's
eh?
one of the.
So it's Ray
I
now
think
that's
one of
interested in what's going on.
the
The New York crew.
yeah, from one of those families anyway. Yeah.
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 But I don't know. Shucks, because this could unfold in many ways. But
Yeah,
I think I almost hope that when Ray chicken in like that, it's gonna make everyone kick up to him. Not just the KC crew and Sylvester Stallone as well. Because like if you're the boss, you should be receiving fucking kick-ups from everyone making money. It doesn't matter who it is. And ideally, whoever the white end that are extorting, that chunk should be kicked up. Because if you're the top of the tree, right, you should be getting a big chunk of it. It should the white shouldn't even be making money off his businesses unless it's been blessed that that's his. You know what I mean? Because he's still cutting in people as partners. Yeah, I just want to know how far is Ray gonna come down on everyone? Because he's not gonna take anything under 10%. I reckon he's gonna come down heavy on everyone, and especially when he finds out about all that liquor. And now that they've done the AI and they're calling it a 50-year a drum or a bottle, fucking Ray's not stupid. He's gonna have guys really do the math and be like, "This is what I want from it," and that's gonna be it. There's no negotiating about it, Even if he said, "I want 80% of it," but they can't argue with the boss. The only way they can argue with him is if they go to war with him and clip him, And yes, it will be interesting.
Yeah, I think that's why in the second season where the white offered Bill like a 15%, and then Bill just clipped I forgot his name. I think it was Charles or Chicky.
Yeah,
Chicky.
It's like one of his real closest mates.
Mm.
So I think that was the right saying, like, hey, I want to do my own thing. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm branching away from this New York family because they're all shit. They left me in the lurch. So I don't think Ray's heard it. He's like, nah, I don't hear that. You still owe me a percentage, like you say.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna get real nasty. Eh? If debating who gets the whiskey in that, I think he wants it all to be, because Bill looks like he's pretty easy to like if you're higher than him, he'll obey you kind of styles. Like the white's having trouble with the guy because he's always like, he's always angry, he's energetic, how Frank Miller's in his character. So it's like charging the white, like, yeah, what, where is it? Like all the time in every scene. So I don't know how he will, but with Ray, he's like, oh no, he's kind of laid back. So I think Ray might have, depending where it goes with the whiskey and that, and the other businesses, I think Ray's got to start pushing his finger on Bill, pressuring him to get those percentages he wants.
I like that last scene because if you look at Bill's facial expression when Ray's talking to him on the phone,
Yeah,
you can see a little hint of a smile in Bill's mouth. Like you see his eyes moving, sort of like a smirk or something. Like he understands what Ray is trying to say. Hey, telling him this, and you look at his facial expression. If you watch that scene again, if you look at Ray, Billy's expression on his face. I think it tells you what he's thinking. He's thinking, "Fuck, Ray is up to something," or "I know what Ray's trying to do," or "I know what this is going to lead to." Does this mean I got backup from New York if anything shit goes down with the White?
With the White.
What?
Can
New
I
York,
kill the
New
Whites?
York can back me up, you know. So he's got like some ammo in his hand. I think that's the expression on his face. Hey, when you see his face, he's Billy. He's like thinking that he's thinking, yeah, I think I got the upper hand now.
Yeah, now I can kill this bastard.
Yeah,
I can take all his shit.
and take all
Oh,
his shit. Yeah.
He's died. I'm sure he's died to kill him. Like every time he faces him, or he's always aggressive, and even Stallone's character, the White, is like, "Come on, man, just chill out." Like, you're always mad.
No,
And fuck,
because
Bill's always
that
mad.
would be Ray's selling point. What?
Yeah.
Dwight's only give you 7%. You kill him without backing, I'll give you 15%. Hey,
Yeah, off the whiskey.
What's-
And he'll probably take all the weed.
What's the White second guy? The one who came from New York?
oh yeah.
Where is he? Goody, Dennis.
Dennis.
Dennis must be a mole then.
Mm.
He has to be, because if you think about how Vince rung Ray and told them about the bootlegging, who else would have known about that?
Yeah, because but Dennis was actually one of Chucky's guys.
Yeah, but that's
And
what
then
I'm saying. They're still
he
showing
swapped.
loyalty. They're still showing
Yeah.
loyalty to the guys in New York, because how would they have found out? Like, there's no sort of links to it.
Mm.
Yeah,
So he
true
must be a mole for the New York crew, and he must be a rat as well.
Yeah,
the
I hope
FBI,
it's not
Jim.
Ahmad.
FBI guy.
Yeah.
I hope it's not Ahmad, eh? Well, that
Yeah.
guy's dead, bro. Like, literally.
Yeah, dead man
We
walking.
shall see. All right, boys. Last thing on the list before we sign off is who won this episode. Start with you.
I'm gonna give it to Margaret, eh?
Oh yeah.
Just that whole that
that's
conversation on the table
Nice.
with her and her power plays. I want to give it to her. Man, she was mean. I was like, fuck, I'm bad.
Even when she tells Dwight about it, and Dwight was like, "What you
Angry.
there for?"
Yeah,
and then,
like, hey, wait, I can get you a ranch. I can get you a ranch.
and then she
I'm
walked
gonna
off.
get a
Like,
vote.
anything if he touches you.
and she
You know
walked
what's
off.
ugly there? It's like, sorry, man, they were shaking back in the day, but now it's like, oh, very seeing old people do that shit. It's a bit
That-
like cringy.
That was the scene I saw Sylvester Stallone, and I saw, man, you are old man.
Oh.
You are an old man.
The
Nice
youngest
man.
would have been different, but it's like,
Otto. This old
Like
one
the
is like,
cop in
whoa.
season 1.
Easy
Hey,
there,
the
Tiger.
cop he had in season 1.
yeah.
Like,
mean,
easy
let's
there,
see one
Tiger,
episode.
easy.
Bro, I want to see Dynamite one day, episode A. Because what it showed is like, he's a hard ass, right? He's a hard ass to Cole. He's stone cold to fucking everyone. And the White God is bluffing. He gets fucking bringing back.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
like, bro, give that same energy. Gee, fuck you, doing so well. Like, when he folded it, he's like, he does.
Even-
It's like he does have like a heart. You know what I mean? Like, he does have
Yeah.
a conscience. Like, but otherwise, before that, like burning his son, even like going as far as like not acknowledging people and giving people like being like real smooth the way he talks, even showing up to freaking things funeral, bro. Like, fuck yeah, this guy was doing so well, and then the White God his bluff was like, sorry. He should have just kept the same energy. But now he won the episode for me.
Nice.
Nice.
Just on the side note, with what you're saying, like with Cole, his relationship with his dad, like this, every time we see that happen, like we saw it happen at the whiskey scene, he does his son, he burns his son, like he sort of puts his son down, like he calls him an idiot. He suggests he's an idiot, and the camera always flicks to Cole's expression when he gets put down. So, do you think it's a sign like later on that he is going to kill his dad at the end of the season? Like he's gonna be so upset. Like he's gonna like have this like. It seems like he's got this how do you say it? Not hatred, but
Like a chip on the shoulder
Yeah.
because he can't win his dad over it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
and
See me, daddy. See
he's
me.
gonna go off the edge at the end and kill his dad. I don't know.
Yeah,
We've seen it before in other films and other series.
Yeah.
Like, do we see the same thing happen there?
well,
I don't know.
look at his whole persona. Like, he's this bodybuilder, right? And, like, I want to be the man. He walks around real tough, like, too, as well. So, him, expecting that from his dad, I think, is a big thing to him.
Mm.
Like, the respect from his father, I think, to Cole is like, shit, if I get that, that'll be the highlight of my life. But it's not going that way.
Mm.
Because Jeremiah is just like, nah, whatever, son.
Yeah.
The Lord, the Lord is one beyond all, Jesus Christ and all that. Respect Jesus, but that guy, man, his own son.
Yeah, I agree with both of your answers. By the way, like both these characters have won the episode in my books, and I can't find one that's overtaken any of these two. I think it's a good tie, head to head.
Me too.
You can even say,
Me too.
I could even say that Tyson won the episode in the last minute. I think Tyson won the episode in that moment when he said, "Oh, we're gonna wait till the cavalry to arrive." When he made up his mind to his dad wanted to go in guns blazing, but Tyson said, "Nah, Dad, we'll just wait for the others to come." Like at that moment, that's what saved it for me. That's what saved it for me, because he's been an asshole all this time, like the kid, like cringe. But for me, that moment is when he just last minute saved himself. So I think I agree with you guys too. Margaret won this episode. Dynamite won this episode because it's still showing how cunning he is. It's still showing he's the man. He's clever. He's ruthless. And how is Dwight going to defeat this dude? Because he thinks the same way how Dwight thinks. Dynamite has won this episode again. I think Dynamite is winning every episode up to practically.
Right.
He hasn't even done anything. Like nothing's. I mean, you lose the battle, but you can win the war. He's lost the battle, getting the 50 year get taken away from him again. I mean, get taken away from him. But he's lost that battle, but the war's still going, right? He could still win the war. So, yeah, I think Dynamite is a good choice there. Margaret's a good choice. And I think Tyson, last minute choice. Otherwise, he would have failed if he didn't say what he said to his dad at last minute. So, boys, that's us for this episode of Tulsa King. Wonder what's going to happen, man. Tune in next week. We will be back to discuss episode 5. Drops out on Sunday. It drops on Sunday 9 p.m. if you're in New Zealand on TVNZ Plus.
I didn't know that. Sweet.
So yeah, we'll get together next week and we'll discuss that one. Thanks, boys, for jumping on Channel 135.
Thank you.
Catch you up on the next one. All right. Have a good
Bruce.
night. Bye.